Bit about. Bit about. Bit about. Wani wani woo. Yep. No. Let's go over here. Hey, Scott. Hey, Chi. Hey, Bill. All right, this is a different time, different this, different that. We're going to get caught up. First, a song to get stuck in your head for the whole day and night and evening. You're welcome.
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy's feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, and they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun, and I said I didn't like the way he got things done. He's sleeping on the job, and those raindrops are falling on my head, and they keep falling. But there's one thing I know, the blues they seem to treat me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to meet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. The cry is not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to meet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. The cry is not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me.
All right, guys. Welcome to this unusual start time. Don't have a regular program for you today. Missed last week because, my house is under construction here. Kind of. I have people not knowing what the hell they're doing and working in my house. So it's been I've been living in a freaking construction area and I'm tired of it. I've had enough, especially when I see people doing wrong stuff. Like I got paint on me. Oh, God. No, I don't have a letter tonight. No, I wanted to complain a little bit about how hard it is to hire people and have them do good work. It's ridiculously hard. Even when you're, paying good money and top referrals for these people. Oh, they're great. They're great. They're great. They're friggin' great. Plaster and paint. I never seen anybody work like this with plaster and paint. Now, I've always done my own plastering and painting, but this was a little bit bigger. I actually had to remove some sheetrock, take it out. Had to rip out the ceiling in my bathroom. Had to rip out the wall in my front room. Had some old water damage that's since been repaired. And, I just don't feel like doing it this time. I've done it every other time. I mean, last 20 years or so, this place, the whole house, upstairs, my floor, and basement, always painted it myself. And I kind of wish I did it this time too, because I think I would have been done and I think I would have did a better job. Quit playing with the painter's ass. You won't get paint on your hands. Did you see the Carabao now? I wish I had the Carabao. I need to talk to him. Just settle me down. So, like the way I would do it is I'd get all the plastering done before I did anything, right? You get the sheetrock installed, you get it plastered, you get it sanded, then you clean off all the sand, and then you work, right? And then when you're painting, you paint. Oh, by the way, that was B.J. Thomas, Raindrops Are Falling on My Head song. And, so after you do the plaster, the sanding, then you start painting. And then how do you paint? You paint from the ceiling down. These guys, in one room they're plastering and sanding. In one room they're doing the trim. In another room they're painting the wall. I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck are they doing? You're always saying you know a guy. Guess that what? Your guy sucks. Bill, I'm getting a little tired of you today. Showing off. You made money in crypto and everybody's losing. You're getting your house built for cheap in the Philippines and you're getting all the best supplies. Nobody likes a guy like that, Bill. So, yeah, I'm basically shot, and like shit is all over the place. And I emptied a lot of stuff out to even make it further easy for these guys. Throwing out my living room set so they could just move around and work. I got freaking paint all over the floors. I'm fighting with the gardener. Hi, Miss Muggs. Welcome to the program. You want in? I know a guy. I want in. I want to be in. Fighting with the gardener. I get the gardener over here, right? And a big part of it was I wanted the backyard cleared out. I had a lot of old stumps and shit and weeds back there. So, they did take out all of that stuff. But the agreement was they have to sod the front of the house and the side. Sod the front, sod the side. Why did I want sod on the front and the side? Because it gives it instant oomph, right? Looks good right away. The back, I'm growing grass seeds. So that's going to take forever. But the front and the side, because you could see the side, I wanted sod. Now I'm arguing with him. Now he doesn't want to do the sod in the side because it'll be a little bit work. Muggs is out walking again. And so I got the sod in the front. And I tell him, we contracted for flowers. Everything. It's just ridiculous. Jeb Jam, bro. Welcome to the program. I didn't even take out my microphone because I don't want dust getting in it. Right now I have it. It's in the depths of my drawer, my clothes drawer, wrapped in my clothes. So hopefully the clothes will keep it protected from this dust that I've been inhaling, which is even probably worse than cigarette smoke. Friggin' construction dust. So yeah, it's not going to be a long stream tonight, but just want to let everybody know what's going on. I think it better effing be done for next week. It's tomorrow will be 1 week since I had the second Pfizer shot, and look what it's did to my face. I don't know if you want to get that shot. Look what it did. So how's everybody? This is like I just want to catch up with people. It doesn't seem to be, like anywhere one stream that I catch a lot of my friends hanging out. And I didn't set this up. I didn't schedule it. So a lot of people aren't going to know, and not a lot of people aren't going to come, and that's fine. It's whatever. Bonjour. Jeb Jam now. He's English, French, and Spanish. Spanish, now French. Yeah, how did you guys do? I lost some money on the crypto, but I'm still up. But profits have been shaved. But I entered it with a buy and hold outlook, and not really, needing that money right this second. That's the whole point, right? Just throw a little bit in. I think in a year or two it'll be either back or higher than it was before. And the pets, welcome to the program. I like your creatures and pets, the animals, the kitty cats. Who doesn't want to watch cat videos? I have a cat video everywhere I look. That's another thing. The guys have been leaving freaking paint cans open. And the one schmuck left a wet paintbrush on my bed. Thank God I had a drop cloth on it. But of course the cats got into it. Of course the cats got into it. So now I got a gray cat with a white stripe. I'm going to start racing her. Maybe I should have painted the number 4 on it and start racing her in the cat races. Mr. Scott.
Yo, brother.
How you doing tonight? I heard something big happened in your life today.
Yeah, I quit my job.
You quit your job?
Yeah, but I'll start a new one in a few days.
So you quit working at Amazon, that amazing company with that genius at the lead.
Yeah, so, it was just getting too stressful.
You don't seem like a guy that's fazed by stress. Tell us.
Not even that. It's arguing with kids.
Arguing with kids. See, well, the first thing is in corporate America, you can't call the younger people kids.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
HR reminded me of that a few times, yeah.
So, what has this been something that's building or something that just happened?
It's been building.
That's crazy.
It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain to these people that I realized that you're 33 years old, you went to college, and you know everything. So maybe you might want to listen to somebody.
Thank you, Maureen. Hello, Serge. Welcome to the program. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing, Scott, with corporate America. It is hard to deal with.
Well, I mean, I reached out to Headhunter, a couple of weeks ago.
Now, let me ask you.
I need to find a new place, so.
Hey, let me ask you this, guy. Let me get to the bottom of something. Bob, I have a cat with a cone on its head that won't stop scratching.
Yeah. He's trying to get the cone off.
He already did once. Oh, listen to this. So it was Saturday, right? So the guys are here. They're in the house working. I'm out in the backyard. I'm cleaning up. I'm because I'm going through everything, and if I don't need it, I'm throwing it out. So I'm doing that. One of the guys comes out and says, "Hey, your cat's bleeding all over the place." So I'm like, "What?" So I run in. Sure enough, Bob, blood. His whole ear is covered in blood. Blood is everywhere on the bed. Thank God I had the drop clover again. On the floor, on the wall where they painted, just cat blood everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, James. Welcome, James. So, then he goes and hides. So the guys continue to paint, and I continue to stalk nearby in case I see him. I'm going to grab him. So finally, after a half hour, 45 minutes, he comes out of the room. I call him over. I'm patting him, and then I just grab him by the back of the neck and stick him in the box. Okay? So I bring the bloody cat to and he was out of the cone. He had a cone on. So I bring him to the vet. I tell him I got a cat with a bloody ear, and he has a polyp in the ear. So I'm at the emergency vet center. And I'm waiting in the waiting room, and the really, really cute vet came out and said, Mr. Blah, blah, we cleaned up Bob's ear, and we don't find nothing. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, there's no cuts, there's no abrasions, there's no polyp, there's no nothing. He's fine. So they didn't even charge me for the visit.
Yeah.
They cleaned his ear. They put a new cone on his head and gave him to me and said no charge. I was like, what the f- are you talking about? They didn't even get me for a visit. They could have popped me for 50 or 75, even if they didn't do anything. I brought him into an emergency vet.
Yeah.
So that was one thing I got lucky. Hey, Judes. Welcome. Oh, and then I got one other story from today that was I don't even know. So I'm out front, right? Because in addition to fighting with the landscaper about putting the sod on the side, he was chastising me, telling me that I didn't water the grass enough, so it's gonna die if I don't start watering it. So I'm out front today. I'm watering it. I'm ridiculously trying to soak this friggin' thing, right? So it takes root, the sod. And as I'm doing it, this I don't know what she was. She was like 22, 23-year-old girl comes up to me while I'm watering the grass.
Told you you're wasting water?
No. She goes, "Sir, I really have to pee. Can you help me?" That's what she said to me. I'm talking about. At first, I'm like in my own world, right? I'm just watering the grass. I'm like,
oh, here.
I'm like,
what's your response? Yes, come inside. I'll take care of all the paperwork.
So I it's like not registering in my head. I'm like, what? She says, urinate. I really have to urinate. She's like, I would never ask, but I can't hold it. So I'm like, I got contractors in there painting and everything. In fact, they were painting the friggin' bathroom ceiling. And then I just looked at her and I was like, all right, come on, I'll show you where the bathroom is. And we got to get past the painters, like, excuse me, blah, blah, blah. And I show her where the bathroom is, and she goes in. She does her thing. Then, I escort her out. And then I go back to watering the grass, and then it dawns on me, I better check my bathroom to see if she robbed anything. Like, what the crazy shit is this? So I went back in the bathroom to see. I mean, unfortunately for her, there's no like good drugs in my bathroom. There's no painkillers and shit like that. But I don't know. I thought maybe she'd try to, I don't know, steal the over-counter stuff. I got like allergy pills and shit like that. But I never in my life someone come up to me and say, I have to pee. Like a 23, 24-year-old girl.
Now you should have told her, yeah, I'm trying to water the grass. Come here and water it.
Well, at first she pointed like she'd go in the backyard. She's like pointing because I have like, two sides to the house, and she was pointing like she'd go in the backyard because you could see the backyard. What?
Now that would have been a great video.
Yeah, it would have been, but I was caught off guard. I wasn't prepared. If any other 20-something-year-old female comes up to me and asks if they can pee, I'll think of something else. But
here, Mug says, in the corner, shower time.
Deval Don, welcome to the program. So Scott, let's go over this. So you've said that you've recently quit your big corporation job today, and is it just because you kept referring to the younger employees as kids? Is that what set you off?
No, I just got tired of the larger the corporation, the more I hate it.
Well, why did you ever take it then?
Well.
And I remember when you first started, you said the company was fantastic. It was great.
Well, yeah, they were. But
so what happened from it's great, terrific to I got to get the hell out of here?
Well, when you send up, a proposal, you spend hours working on it. And then you have these 20-year-old kids, 20-something-year-old kids, telling you, well, this, I said, well, no, this will work. I know that because I have experience at it. I realized that you were told in college, such things as, leasing a piece of equipment instead of buying it is a better, deal.
Oh, yes. You could appreciate, you could write off the lease.
But see, if you buy it, you own it, and you don't have to pay nearly as much.
Yeah, but it's a write-off for a profitable business.
Yeah, but it's money you paid out,
and then you could always get rid of it when it is no longer useful. Yes, Judy, Scott quit his job with Amazon. Don, do you see the side effects of the Pfizer shot? Look at his face. That's what happened to me.
It's your same face.
I was very, very handsome, and then I took the second Pfizer shot. Now I look like this.
Your same face.
No. It's got ill effects. By the way, I'm getting a sunburn and a tan.
Yeah, I saw that. Makes your cheeks look rosy. So you don't have to slap them. You don't have to slap them in the morning, when the girls walk by.
Nope, they're already cheeky. So now you quit your job, you had enough. Now, not to be too insensitive here, but I mean, at your age, why don't you just retire?
I don't think I'll ever retire.
But why?
Why not?
Well, it doesn't mean you have to stop doing things if you retire. We were talking about this a little bit yesterday. I was saying, why don't you work on projects that you want to do, stuff that you want to accomplish?
I already do that.
Come on, man. Get your wife Get B-Joy here to the U.S. and then go travel the world with her.
Well, it's kind of the plan, but yeah.
Yeah, but so I mean, and what job are you taking? You taking a job with a smaller company, and you're contacting headhunters?
Yeah, like I get calls every day from headhunters, and so I finally a couple of weeks ago I hit that point and I said, you know what? Yeah, find me a place.
And what type of work will this be?
Um, I can't say because non-disclosure, but it will be a corporation that feeds the automotive industry.
That feeds the motive. Wait, say that again.
It's a job that will feed the automotive industry.
You'll be working with batteries. Batteries.
Nope.
And try Tesla now. Yes, James offers good advice here. Keep that sod watered. Wonder what else will happen. Yes, I got chastised for not watering it enough. Bill says, I saw a news report about a girl claiming to be paralyzed from the neck down from the Pfizer vaccine, but she was moving her arms fine. Yeah, well, never put it past a person to be a piece of garbage, because that's what most people are. But so, I mean, just not even going to take a few months off, catch your breath or nothing. Just going to go start up again right away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it, my friend. I do not get it. Me, I want out as quick as I can get out.
I said, I told B-Joy, I said, if this one starts to, bother me, maybe, I could get a job doing yard cleanup.
Hey, listen, man. The important thing about what a person does for
I'm gonna work for James. I'm gonna work for James and paint cabinets or something.
No, James is looking to replace himself so he can live the good life. So yeah, you can go be his manager, run some properties. And the great thing about you is you can fix everything.
Everything but a broken heart.
Hello, Lady Farmer. Welcome to the program.
Lady Farmer.
Thanks for stopping in.
I've been watching her videos. I don't comment on them, but I've been there and
yeah, you know what? With Lady Farmer, I'm kind of like I watch her lives without commenting. I'm just in the background watching her. She's
I don't watch your lives. But
she's building. She was working on her well, I would call it a shed, but
yeah.
on that building. Look what I got here. I got a big star. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
No, it's a little staff.
So everybody is enticed by your Mother's Day celebration video.
Yeah, Jebby told me she posted. I was shocked. But yeah, we had a good time. Fort Walton Beach. No phones, no car.
Well, don't give it away. We won't want to watch it. Maybe that's what you should do with your channel, James. I mean, GB has produced some videos that got lots of views and stuff. Maybe she just wants to do videos from time to time.
Yeah.
Actually, Jebby does a whole lot better on videos than James does. So.
Scott.
Her cooking videos, she does a whole lot better.
Well, I don't know.
James walking around the neighborhood.
I kind of like James's rambling money videos.
Scott.
Yo, bro.
Jebby tells me JG is on. She was on here trying to pretend that she was me. Then she comes back and she tells me Scott just quit his job.
Yep.
Go ahead, James. Grill him.
Why would you quit your job?
It was too much work. I mean, it's this constant arguing. I'm not going to do that.
What do you mean constant? Can't you just go to work and make the money and go home like everybody else?
No, I mean,
Melody and Tal.
how would I explain this? It's this constant bickering with kids.
Well, that's what Amazon is.
Yeah, I mean, Amazon's. I mean, I hate to say it. I told that to Bezos when I quit. I said, hey, your entire corporation is going to be run by kids. 20-something-year-olds. They just got out of college and they're going to tell you how to run this place.
What's wrong with that?
Hey, did those kids swallow the
IBM did that. Ask them.
Yeah, but this is the new generation, and you have to cater to them if you want to stay alive.
In business, you do.
Yep.
I mean, half of them didn't even show up. Half of the guys ahead of me didn't show up because, it's my kid's birthday. I got to take, I can't come to work today because my kid's birthday.
Of course.
I can't come to work today because my wife is coughing. I can't come to work today.
Yeah.
You're just not a sensitive person.
I'm on the phone.
So yeah.
No. Here. Tell
what corporate America is, though, man. That's what it is.
No, it's a joke. Honestly, it's a joke.
Well, in my job, right? They they even want us to clock in and put that, when we got a fucking paint, when we got a second shot of vaccine, they have a health app where, like, you can, if you have a Fitbit or an Apple, tracker or whatever, you can upload it. The company knows how many steps you take and everything about you. They want to know.
JG, that's a HIPAA violation.
Oh no, it's not.
They don't know it. It's with an independent company that the company itself will never know, is what they tell you.
JG, right? Take your phone and tie it to and just tape it to Bob's ass and let him run around the house.
We need some repair. Yeah, I've been watching Ladies Farmers live stream fixing that house. Bill Pruitt is saying Scott grew up in the if you're breathing, you're working generation. Listen, I'm not saying that he shouldn't work. What I'm saying is that I think at his age, he should just be doing stuff that he loves to do. It's not like he needs the money to, pay the mortgage. So if you're set up like that, then if I were him, I would only do things that I really enjoy. And if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't do it.
JG, he's only 57.
Yeah.
So, hey, JG, right? Johnny boy.
Yeah.
Right. So how old are you?
I'm 50.
Yeah. And you have a mortgage?
A low one.
Yeah. So maybe pay it off and do what you want to do.
Scott, I'm in the process of doing that right now. The reason all of this is being done is so I can sell my house here in New York and go buy an apartment complex in a state with low taxes. I'm working towards my goal.
Scott doesn't have any more goals. He fulfilled them all.
That's a sad thing.
No. James, you're wrong.
I know what your goal is, Scott.
What?
Your goal is a short timeline to get Joy here so you can travel and go enjoy the life.
Oh gosh, no. My goal is world domination.
James is saying, "Damn, he's the old guy here." No, James. When you're in the room with Scoop B, you're never the oldest.
Scott is older than Lincoln.
Scoot's older than dirt.
Hey, never say that.
Love you.
You would never call it dirt if I hadn't started that. Because before that, they call it glug.
Scott was killing T-Rexes before we were even born.
Oh my goodness.
We love you, Scoop.
Here, Bill. Here, did you read Bill Pruitt's thing?
What do you say?
I don't need goals. I have Rose. She cracked the whip and his horse moves.
And it should be.
No, it shouldn't be.
Bill Pruitt.
Well, Bill can't complain because apparently, with all the crypto going bananas and everybody losing their shirts, Rose figured out when to get out right before and jump back in right before it went back up. So,
But low, everyone should be buying right now. I mean, if you look at the ledgers out there, even though the prices were coming down, there was a lot of big buys, like whales, like really huge buys. Like people were just buying like it was the end of the world. So when it goes back up, no one's going to be, I mean, beginners are going to have a hard time getting started.
well, listen, I think most people that invested in crypto had the expectation that at some point there was going to be a crash like that. Now I think it's just going to keep going up again. It'll do a little bit of roller coastery things up and down, but I think overall it's just going to go up.
You got people taking profits. You got large government corporations wanting in, and they're not going to buy at that high price. You bring it down.
Well, I mean, I know the banks are really worried about it.
I mean, like what's it? No, Dogecoin, right? Dogecoin. Actually, Doji. It's a Japanese word, Doji. Dogecoin. I mean, it was worth nothing until Elon Musk said, "Oh, buy it," because he put a whole lot of money into it.
Oh, Elon Musk is screwing with everybody. That's
Actually, Mark.
Then he went on Saturday Night Live and said, "I'd never buy it again," and it dropped.
Oh yeah, whatever he says.
Mark Cuban already accepts it at his games.
I mean, he probably invested a lot. in Bitcoin, right. And then said, I would never buy Bitcoin.
Well, that's the thing. These billionaires are messing. I mean, they just say a word and it can go up or down, crash or go to the moon.
They do the same thing with companies and stocks. So, I mean, he proved a good point. There is liquidity.
Don got Dogecoin at 0.0085. Okay, so less than a penny.
Oh, he's paid.
Yeah, I mean, Cuban's doing it. I mean, all the billionaires are doing it.
Of course.
I mean, these cheap crypto coins out there. There's 10,000 out there now.
I mean, how else can you make $10,000 in one day? Trading. I mean, it's the easiest trade.
But you have to cash out.
Yeah, cashing out. You just roll it over into something else.
Well, nothing is. You don't make a profit.
Crypto is still like the stock market. It's something that people believe in.
Scott.
Yo.
What you gonna do next, Scott? What you gonna do?
Hmm?
What are you gonna do next? You're not just gonna sit on the sofa.
No. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna work for this place and do whatever.
Why don't you move to Bohol, Philippines, and start a fish farm?
Why would I move to Hall?
There's a good group of expats over there.
Now, that's why I love the hills of Mindanao. There's not a lot of expats up there.
Mindanao wasn't my favorite place. CRO. Don's calling CRO, but weren't you? You were saying something Tron last week, weren't you, Don?
Tron. Yeah, I never bought any Tron before.
You know what's a good one, James? Matic, Polygon.
Polygon, really?
Yeah, with everything else crashing, that was the one that's I bought 100. It's worth like 500, but it
It runs opposite of Bitcoin.
yeah, because it's supposed to be a low energy one. That doesn't require as much energy as the other cryptos.
You
Yeah.
say hello to Surge.
I said hello to Serge when he came in.
Surge.
Serge, it's I don't care.
Oh, Surge is I don't care.
Yeah,
Oh, Jeffy was like, "Who's I don't care?" I was like, "I don't know."
it's a different person. I don't know, and who's on first, and I don't know who's on second. Yeah, this
Hey,
one,
James,
Matic.
Scott.
where the girls at?
Gemma's right here, laying on my back.
Oh, okay. Gemma, hello. I can't see you.
Hello.
Dad's not putting you on the screen. I can't see you.
No, don't touch. Okay, you had
Where's
your.
my Gemma?
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good.
Can you do me a favor? Tickle Daddy's belly.
No, she can't do that when she's laying on my back.
Oh, you got to run around in front and tickle his belly.
What's this, Scott, that R's talking about? She said she was listening to a website of immigration and found out that they have a few changes and start June this year. The visas of foreigners that they have, it will expire.
Huh?
Yeah. Hi, Gemma.
So Scott,
Yo,
did you bald your head?
what?
You bald your head?
Did I what?
Bald your head.
I do that every few months.
Where's a do-rag? Wait, James Lanigan said he heard crypto was started by an Irish guy named Leprechaun. People see the rainbow and never find the gold at the end.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, James.
I heard. I watched Rike's video. You know what? People, I make fun of Rike once in a while, but for the most part, I find his information videos to be top notch. He does his research before doing it, and he said that the Philippines is moving towards allowing tourist visa back in. Try to do it safely. For fully vaccinated people. So I'm fully vaccinated. So when they start that, and then they can put people back to work, they can make the people that go back to work be fully vaccinated, or they can't go back to work. So, it'll help the economy, and I can get out of here for a little while.
All right. Now back to James' comment about balding my head. Nope. Hair's still here.
He's got a full head of almost hair. No, Scott has hair. He can grow it long if he wants.
Yeah. But
Oh, look at this. We got the Crypto King. Hello, Crypto King.
Not really
Well,
the king. I'm
screw
just
it.
the guy that does the work when she tells me to.
oh my God, it's Santa Claus.
Yeah, it's coming up nicely.
Santa Claus. So all right. So what happened? So like I had money in. Like my stuff went down. I'm still up a little bit, but everything went down. So what you mostly got out of your positions before the collapse?
Yeah, Rose saw it coming. She said, "Okay, this is going too fast. It should have. If it's going to really go up, it should have shot the moon already." So she got a feeling, and she's like, "Okay, let's pull it out." And we had it in several different things. You know, we had it in XRP, we had it in the Dogecoin, we had it in, I think, BAT. We had it, you know, ADA. We had several things, and so she basically just converted all that to U.S. dollars. We didn't really cash it out. We just converted it to U.S. dollars and held it. Sure enough, boom, the bubble pops, everything comes down, and as soon as it started showing a hint of going back up again, she's like right into it.
Damn.
Ugh.
Yeah. Well, Rose is pretty damn good then.
She's got a talent for it. I don't know. She's got a talent for too many things. It's kind of disturbing. She's good at everything she does, no matter what it is.
Except that she picked you.
No, that was good for her because she picked the guy that would jump every time she asked me to.
Hey, Bill.
James
Hey,
Lamb saying it is a committee by IETF Department Number 116 for creation of a green lane for tourists. Yep.
So Bill, Rose let you grow your beard out?
Well, let's just say when she's busy with work and school and all that other stuff, doesn't leave her a whole lot of time to nag me, so I get a lot of time to do what I want.
Why does she need to nag you?
My God, she's it's one of those things. She's like, "Why are you sitting down? You should be doing something." It's like, I've been doing something for 16 hours. I want to sit down.
Well, you know, she figures all she needs to do is to harness your energy and put you in the right direction.
Yeah, harness it like a pack mule.
Well, if it wasn't for Rose, you'd probably be sleeping out in a tent anyway, so you're better off.
That's probably true. You know,
Nah,
I think I think I know where that all started. The whole pack mule thing. Back before we were married. We were together for a while, but you know, we weren't really married yet. She asked me, you know, the question every guy hates: do I look fat? And I made a deal with her. I said, if I can lift you up off the ground with one arm, then you can never ask me that question again. And I did it. So I think maybe then she realized, wait a minute, maybe I got to be a good pack mule here.
So how's your back ever since then?
Oh, at the time when I did that, hell, she was only like 110 pounds. So, I mean, that was nothing.
Oh, James Lanigan saying that the prices are dropping for tickets. I'm surprised. I thought that as soon as demand started to go up a little, the prices would go up exponentially.
I am not flying out of this country. It's funny you mentioned that guy. What's his name? Rike.
Yeah.
I saw a video of his when he was trying to head back to the States, and he said it was difficult trying to get back to the U.S.
It was a nightmare, and he thought that they gave him COVID when he was staying at the COVID hotel.
COVID hotel.
You got to consider, too, for people, you know, Well, like me and James, we got young kids, and you try and, like, my youngest is 3 years old. You try and tell a 3-year-old that she has to wear a mask and a face shield on the plane for 16 hours.
Oh man.
I mean, it ain't gonna work. It's gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah. You have to sedate her.
Yeah.
Hello, Kenny Unga. Welcome to the program. Yeah, well, you see, I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't have to worry about that with the kids.
Not to mention a lot of the flights that I can get, like starting from my area, most of them get routed through China. I'm sorry, with everything happening with China right now, I ain't going through China.
What? It's just one stop in Wuhan. What's wrong with that? I heard Japan.
You're an American, you're stopping over in China, and you're going to the Philippines. They see that. Hell, they're trying to take over the Philippines right now.
Yeah, they sure are. Osaka, Japan is having an issue right now. Yep.
Osaka.
I know I've either always flown through, like Beijing or like Tokyo for my connections. But I got friends in Tokyo, so that works out. I don't have to pay for a hotel when we have an 18-hour layover.
Yeah, no, me, I'm going direct, straight from New York to Manila. No BS in between, in business class.
Well, I've thought about buying 2 separate tickets and just buying one from here to say Los Angeles, and then you can get a direct flight from Los Angeles straight to Manila.
Yeah. That's the thing that's pretty good about my spot is I'm pretty close. I'm like 10, 15 minutes away from Kennedy Airport, and they have the directs on PAL.
Not me. I got to drive like 2 hours to get to the Wichita airport.
Well, that's what happens when you live in the sticks. Make travel a little easy, a little harder.
Hey, why do you think I got so used to just fixing everything that breaks myself, okay? Because there's no one else around to do it.
Well, that just means you can live in the Philippines. Your car breaks down, you'll be able to like, hey, who's the mechanic? Oh, he lives 2 blocks over.
Yeah. One thing I noticed about the Philippines that made me feel instantly comfortable, though, is they don't realize it because they don't really know the term. Most people don't over there, but that is a country full of rednecks, and I feel right at home. If they don't have what they need to do something, they just figure out a way.
Yeah, just jerry rig it, right?
Exactly. Rednecked is what I call it.
Yeah, we used to have a word for it, but I can't say that word anymore.
Oh, please teach me something new.
Yeah, I remember that term.
There's no direct to Cebu, I don't believe. I think it's only Manila from New York.
Oh,
you want to go direct from Manila to Cebu?
Look at James, man. He's got to go to Ava, Chicago to pay, and then Cebu. Yeah, well, if you do one stop, you can pretty much get anywhere in the Philippines. My thing, though, when I travel is I want to get there as fast as I can.
Yeah. I don't like spending a lot of time on planes and in airports. It's just a hassle.
No, me neither. I'm not a big fan of the layover and none of that stuff.
Not to mention, like the one time when we went over there, we got, we were told we had a 17-hour layover in Tokyo.
Ugh.
And I thought, okay, that's fine. That'll give us time to, kind of relax a little bit. Well,
that's too much time.
We got there at 11:30. The airport closed at midnight.
Oh, God.
We had no time to find a hotel, nothing. So I called.
Really? I'm surprised.
I called one of my friends because all the hotel desks, at the front before you leave the airport, they were already closed. So I called one of my friends in Tokyo and I asked her, hey, can we stay with you for, a night, just a few hours? We'll be gone in the morning, I swear. And she's like, yeah, sure, I'll come get you.
Rose was okay with her being a woman friend?
Well, she was an old lady, so.
See, James is saying he would fly into Cebu and not Manila. I would too, James, if they had a direct to Cebu, but they don't. I the first time I went there, I took it was Ava, and we stopped in Hong Kong. You know, from Hong Kong I could have went anywhere, but I went to Manila anyway. I had the 2-hour layover, and I almost missed it.
I hate the long layovers are bad, but I almost hate the short ones even more because you know how it is in them airports, especially the big ones. It'll take you 2-3 hours to get from one gate to the next one.
Oh yeah, like where I landed in Hong Kong, I think the connecting flight to the Philippines was on the complete opposite end of the airport. That's why I just made it in time.
Hong Kong's a big one. We went through there once.
Sky Lounge.
And those, I had the Sky Lounge, and those friggin' baggage handlers completely damaged. I had bought new luggage too for that trip, and they just pretty much destroyed it on the first flight out.
You know what surprised me about my Hong Kong experience though was we were in the airport. We got to our next gate, and I'm looking out, and the gate is actually right next to a parking lot. So when the plane pulls up to the gate, its wings are stretched out over the cars in the parking lot. That'd be too close for comfort for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and Don likes his Ava from JFK to Manila, but it's not direct, Don. Ava.
What kind of?
We usually end up changing airlines at least a couple of times. You'll have American Airlines to one point, and then you switch to like Philippine Airlines, or you switch to Northwestern or whatever,
Yeah, now I'm in the PAL Rewards program. So somewhere down the line, I'll get a free trip, and the next one, I think I'm going to use Rewards.
So what's Ava? I never heard of that.
It's a Chinese airline. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. But
I don't know if I'd trust a Chinese plane right now.
Oh yeah, no, I'm taking the Philippine Airlines.
Have you seen on the news? They got one. I can't remember what city it's in, but one really, really tall skyscraper that just keeps randomly swinging back and forth.
Oh, nice.
I mean, all the water sloshes out of the pool inside and all that stuff. It's crazy.
And the people in it still?
Yeah. And they just evacuate it every time it happens, but then when it stops shaking, everyone goes back in. That foundation is screwed.
Is that earthquake proof or something?
No, it's not an earthquake. It's just the foundation is so bad that when the wind picks up, the whole building swings back and forth.
Oh my goodness.
And it's like 100 floors or something like that.
Well, they have a building in San Francisco that has that problem, that structural thing. And I think like a lot of celebrities even owned homes in it, like Joe Montana and other people. And the building is like collapsing slowly.
Funny thing is, you know what the safest like high-rise building in the world is right now?
Isn't that the one in Dubai?
No, it's the one in Taiwan. It's the Taipei 101. It actually has this giant like pendulum going through the middle of the building with this massive counterweight that's underground. So if there's an earthquake or something like that, everything else is shaking. That building stays perfectly still. You feel nothing.
Really?
Yeah. It's awesome.
That's the skyscraper with the two skyscrapers, right? And it has the connectors?
I know it goes up. It starts wide and it goes up and it gets more narrow. Then at the very top, it's got like some big bulbous thing up at the top of it. And then the antenna's coming up. It's one of the tallest buildings in the world.
Are saying tickets dropped to 600 plus. Philippine Airlines. That's cheap.
Yeah, you can't get there.
Well, we could get there, but what would be the point right now? We'd spend,
if you're gonna
traveling from Manila just to our province, we'd probably spend 2 months in quarantine going through every little province, between the two.
James Lonigan says Ava has the Hello Kitty jet from Chicago.
Oh boy.
How does the quarantine thing work? Because when you gotta change flights in like Japan or China, do they quarantine you for
No,
getting
I
off
think
the?
as long as you're not leaving the airport, you're not going through immigration, then you don't have to worry about that. You just have to wear a mask and everything in the airport.
Uh,
Now, if
They
you have to go through immigration, yeah, that would suck. If you had a 17-hour layover, so you had to leave the airport because it closed, and then
yeah.
you had a 14-day layover.
they should let us fully vaccinated people go wherever we want, whenever we want.
Oh, so you're privileged now, huh?
I want to be privileged, James.
He
I've
wants
wanted
to
that
stand
my
in
whole
the
life.
green line.
I just want to like a get out of jail free card from Monopoly. Just go ahead, sir.
I'll tell you, on our last trip there, though, it was hilarious because we were all prepared for like this long, hard process, the long lines in immigration, all that stuff in Manila. And we got there, security guard sees us standing in line, and he just walks up and says, "Oh, well, you can all go through this line over here. There's nobody there." And it was basically the wrong line. It was for citizens. But he's like, "It's okay, go ahead." And it's all because Duterte got on their butts about streamlining things.
She is saying Qatar Airways, JFK, Doha, Cebu. Not sure what that means. I'm not going to Doha. I don't want to stop anywhere in the Middle East ever for anything.
If I tried to get like the Qatar Airways flight, I would have to go to Qatar first, and I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I'm not going there either. Or saying when traveling here is no problem when you get the jab vac. Yeah, I'm vaccinated. But that's the thing, though. I don't want to have to like. And the only way I'll go there as a tourist is I don't want to be quarantined when I get off the plane.
I don't mind being quarantined. I just want to be quarantined someplace nice.
I don't want to be quarantined.
You could fly to the Philippines for $300. Connecting flight is in Iran.
What is that? A cargo flight?
There with sheep and goat.
You just got to connect in Iran.
Yeah, and risk getting shot out of the sky on takeoff.
Iran, you can get in, but you can't get out. You better run.
It'll make it work. Take Scoot with you. You'll be all right.
Yeah, he has some friends there.
Yeah, with my luck, someone had kidnapped me, and then on the escape, the car would break down, and they'd make me fix the car so they could kidnap me.
And Rose would be trying to squeeze the peso and pay less to get you out.
Yeah. They'd be like, "Okay, we want $10 million US for his return." She'd be like, "Well, would you take $5?"
No, she'd be like, "I was thinking 100 XRP."
I should probably pay for them to keep you.
Yeah,
There he is.
She'll give them 500 Dogecoin.
Funny thing is, the first time Rose saw that, when she started trying to say it, she pronounced it doggy coin.
Doggy.
That's acceptable. Doggy
Yeah,
coin.
doggy.
Well, it was a meme of a dog, right? Doggy coin.
I think they got another one called Shih Tzu or something like that.
So is that the shit coin?
Yeah, the shit coin. Shit Tzu or something.
James is saying that Eva is a partner of the TSA pre-screen, no removal of shoes. But I have that. I didn't have to do that. Even when I landed in the Philippines, I didn't have to do that.
I don't know. You go through there, some of those lines though, and they tell you to take off your belt and everything. Tell you what, I start having flashbacks of my days working at the prison. I mean, it's like because we always had to do that for people we thought were suicidal. We'd take their belt. It's like, do you think I'm suicidal just because I want to board a plane?
I don't have
Hey, Bill, actually, Bill, stripped down naked and walked through the screening.
You don't have to anymore. They got body scanners.
I see James Lonigan is saying that his passport had 2 years left, so he renewed it. Maybe you could do it that far in advance. That's good. How far in advance can you renew the passport, Scoot?
What?
How far in advance can you renew a passport?
I don't know. Whenever you want, actually. You say, hey, I lost it. And you can get a new one.
Well, and a lot of places won't let you fly if you have less than 6 months left on your passport.
So, yeah, you always have to have 6 months. But, as far as renewing a passport, you can get a passport tomorrow and say, hey, I lost it. And they'll give you a new one.
With the date extended.
Yes.
Yeah. Of course, it costs you a little bit, but it's usually not a whole lot.
Yeah, it's like $10 or $15 for, or $20, whatever, for replacement. But
that's funny though. But then, what's cheaper, replacing it or when you're just renewing it?
Replacing it, definitely.
Yeah, replacement's much, is cheaper.
Replacement's
if
cheaper.
you have like 8 years on your passport, you call up, the passport, State Department and say, hey, I lost my passport. And ask for replacement. Then they're going to give you a new one 10 years out.
Well, like the last time we renewed ours, of course, there was only 3 of us then, but we just went to a local office here, and I mean, they had it done. I think it was like $150 each for the passports to renew, and we had 3 of them. So, but we had them within like a week and a half, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
I'm kind of upset, man. I paid for global entry, and I haven't been able to use my global entry for years now.
It's more like global lockdown now.
Yeah.
Well, James, all you have to do is just go to the agency and they'll give you a refund. Since it was COVID, you weren't able to fly.
Oh, maybe that's true.
Take that money and buy some Doge. Don is excited. New Jersey, the mask, you won't have to wear them on Friday.
Yeah, around here, nobody really wears masks, but me and Rose do, just simply because, well, she's paranoid about it, but, I figured out it helps my allergies. I
mean, James Lonigan is saying, remember, when you get your new passport and number, update your global entry card with your new number. Ah, very good.
Well, and here in Oklahoma, too, we have another thing going where, in Oklahoma, you can no longer use your driver's license as an ID to board an airplane.
Yeah, now
even
it's
local flights.
You have to have the enhanced driver's license.
Yeah, well, it's a way for them to get more money because now they have 2 separate things they can charge you for. They have your driver's license, and then if you want an ID, that's extra.
Well, you know what? They screwed up mine. I was supposed to get the enhanced driver's license, but they were saying that my middle initial is on my passport, but it's not on my driver's license. So therefore, they can't give me the enhanced driver's license. Or they said, you could go to the, the health department and get your middle initial taken off. I'm like, screw you.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to fly, I just use my passport, even if it's domestic.
And are you an illegal immigrant?
Rose recently had to renew her driver's license, and they asked her, do you want the regular or the enhanced that's also an ID? And she looked at me kind of funny. And I said, well, we just want the regular driver's license. So we got that. It was $35 out the door, no problem. But she asked me later, she's like, well, what's the difference? I said, well, because to board a plane, you need the enhanced ID one. And she goes, well, we're going to need that to get on a plane. I said, no, we don't. We got passports. It's better than that.
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, I'm not concerned that I don't have the enhanced driver's license. If I'm gonna fly, I'll just bring my passport. What the hell? I got it, right?
Does an enhanced driver's license mean that it enhances your driving abilities?
Nope.
Nice.
Means they enhance the bill.
Yeah, that's pretty much all.
There's no problem to me.
Well, if I disappear real quick, it's because my phone's almost dead. So
No, I'm going to end this very shortly. James is saying global entry is an enhanced ID verified by Homeland Security. Yeah, and as I remember, Trump was threatening to not allow New Yorkers to get the global entry.
Really?
Yeah, because they were, the taxation department is going after him. So he's like, all right, well, I'll just take away global entry from all New Yorkers.
maybe he just doesn't want New Yorkers representing the U.S. when they travel abroad.
New Yorker. That guy, he personifies New York.
Yes.
But all right, guys, I appreciate everybody coming up. I think I'm going to end it. It's 20-10. Appreciate it, everybody. I didn't really have like a real show plan tonight, but I wanted to come on, miss my friends, and just let everybody know what's going on.
Well, glad to hear your cat's okay.
Conehead. He has the cone of shame.
I had a remark to what James said, but I'm not gonna say it. It's not right.
The cat bled all over the house, but he's okay. He has nothing. The cat healed himself.
Oh, you're making it real hard to hold these back, man.
Hey, if Bob was in the Philippines, they would worship him as a healer. All right, everybody. Have a good night.
See you guys.
Everybody.
Later, everyone.
Take care, Scoot, Bill, James, everybody in the chat, James Lonigan, Don, Chi, Maureen.
Take care, brother.
You too, man. Hang in there. You'll be doing something you enjoy more in a few days. Be well, my friend. Good night, everybody. Nothing's wild.